Hello again and welcome back. The next step to positioning your business is to define your brand's voice. This is how you speak to your customers. Your brand voice is a refined extension of your brand's personality. While your brand's personality is reflected in everything that you do, your brand voice is how your business effectively communicates your personality verbally through your language. It is how you speak. It is also how you don't speak to your audience that will greatly influence your customers' first impression of your business. How you communicate your brand's personality through your voice is exactly the same as how humans verbally communicate their personalities. For example, when you have a conversation with a close friend over the phone, you can determine who he or she is without having to see them. Their personality is communicated in how they speak. It is reflected in the tone of their voice, the words that they use, the words that they do not say, and their inflection, and also the phrases that they commonly use. You can even get a general idea of a complete stranger's personality after just a few minutes of conversation. Just like a person's voice, your brand's voice is just an extension of your personality, and it should sound and feel the same whether it's in video content, social media, email communications, blog posts, website copy, or marketing campaigns. Your brand voice is so powerful that it can potentially get the attention of new customers before they even know what products or services your business provides. And once you have the customer's attention, your brand has the opportunity to make that customer feel welcome, safe, respected, and valued. Here are 8 key steps to finding and defining your brand voice. Step number 1. Be sure to review your brand's purpose, vision, mission, and values. Remind yourself of your purpose. What future do you want to help create? How will you create that future? What do you stand for? And what drives your decisions? These are the reasons why your business exists, and your brand's voice is simply a tool to express it. Step number 2. In addition to reviewing your brand's purpose, vision, mission, and values, you will need to review who your target audience is and your top competitors. Your brand's voice is how your business is communicating to your audience, so be sure you are very clear on who that audience is. Ask yourself questions like, what is their sense of humor? What are their personality traits? What adjectives describe them? And how do you want the audience to feel about your brand? But be careful, you don't want to make your brand sound like something that you are not just to attract a certain demographic. The customer will see right through this and label your brand as inauthentic. Next, analyze how the competition and every other brand in your industry sounds. If they all sound the same, this could be a great opportunity to take a different approach. Find a way to differentiate your brand's voice from the competition while still remaining genuine and speaking to your audience. Step number 3, find inspiration from other successful brands. What brands do you connect with? How do they sound? What is their personality type? And will that same personality type connect with your brand's audience? For example, if your brand is adventurous and rugged, find other similar brands and listen to how they speak to their customers. You obviously don't want to copy them, but learn from them and determine how you can bring out the same emotions. Step number 4, choose 3 to 5 adjectives that accurately describe your brand. These may be the same adjectives that you listed earlier while defining your brand's personality, but it's still a good exercise to look at these descriptive words from a verbal standpoint, not just as personality traits. Step number 5, state what your brand won't do. This is who you do not want to be. Knowing who your brand is not is just as helpful as knowing who you are. For example, if you're adventurous, funny, outgoing, and transparent, you don't want your voice to sound pretentious, overly serious, and humorless. Not that there's anything wrong with those traits, but just be sure that your brand's voice is authentic to your personality. Step number 6. Now that you have all of this valuable information to work with, you will want to create a brand voice guide. This guide is a simple table that helps organize and further elaborate on your brand's characteristics. This will also provide designers and writers with guidelines to use when creating content so they are confident that your brand voice will be communicated properly. I have provided a brand voice guide template for you to use in the action guide for this module. Step number 7. Now that you have defined your brand voice, the next step is to complete a final audit of your work and make sure it aligns with the rest of your branding and supports your business culture. So once again, review your brand purpose, vision, mission, and values, and confirm that they all work together in unison to support each other when communicated to the customer. Step number 8. The final step is to share your brand voice guide with your team. This will be a crucial reference for them to use to help your content creators understand what does and does not align with your brand. It will unify the brand voice and maintain consistency across all of your marketing channels. All right, that is it for now. Be sure to review and complete the action guide for this module, and I will see you in the next session.